reconciliation. Now, once we started talking about reconciliation, which Senator Cruz and I and others pushed, I said I wanted to try to use, well, I said first, I refuse to believe that Democrats in the Senate and the House cannot adult hard enough to come up with a couple of issues that we can agree to do in addition to funding ICE and Border Security in reconciliation. Didn't believe that then, and I don't believe that now. Some people said I'm naive, maybe so, but I still believe it. And I still think we ought to try. Why? Because there's not going to be a third reconciliation bill. I'm not saying anybody's lying. They're not. People probably intend to do a third reconciliation bill. But you're not looking at Bambi's baby brother here. There won't be a third reconciliation bill. You know it, Mr. President, and I know it. This is it. This is the last train leaving the station. Maybe we'll do some other bills. I don't know. I'm labor. That's not management. That's above my pay grade. But this will be the last one where we can add stuff to it. And I'd like to see us come up with one or two issues that will help the American people with the cost of living and other things that I know Republicans can agree to, and my Democratic friends like Senator Durbin, who we're going to miss, and I mean that, are welcome to come aboard if they want to. One of the things I also said I wanted to try to do in reconciliation was the SAVE Act. Here's what I want to do. And I'm willing for all of us to put our heads together to figure out how to do it. The American people no longer have confidence in our elections. You can debate whether that's justified or not, but it's just a natural fact. I think that we can restore confidence in our federal elections if we do three things. If we come up with a way to make sure that everybody who is registered to vote is an American citizen. I think we can restore confidence in our elections if, number two, we pass a rule for federal elections that says you have to prove you are who you say you are in order to vote. And number three, I would like to see us, I consider this part of the Save America Act, but it's not traditionally part. I think we ought to go back to having an election day and not an election month. I know some votes come in late. I get that. We're smart enough to figure out a way to accommodate that. But this election month stuff is just undermining the people's confidence, both Democrats, Republicans, and independents. That's what I mean when I say the SAVE Act. And I said I'm going to try to put the SAVE Act on the reconciliation bill. And I want to keep my word. Where I come from, your word is your bond. Now, Senator Thune, our leader, came to me earlier, and so did Whip Barrasso, and said, some senators want to do the vote-a-rama tonight, and they got to get home for various reasons. And I've been there.